Say
Okay.
okay.
Give everybody one more minute and then we're going to get going.
Yes.
All right, 9 o'clock. We are going to start. I
Ring the
want to
bell.
thank, yes, I would like to thank our sponsors, Tres Dulce Ice Cream and Italian Ice and their Putt Putt, and the Bavarian Bakery in Delhi. And I don't know if I met you all, but I'm Cindy. I've worked for the chamber for 8 years, and I'm working remotely for the past three in Michigan. I still love it. I try to make it out to at least one event a year. And now I want to introduce Mark O'Donnell from EOS Worldwide,
Yeah.
and I'm going to give him the rights to start this presentation.
All right, everybody. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go from there. Let's see here. Yeah. And I want to make sure everybody can see this screen. Can you see that screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Delegate, elevate. All right. So this is coffee coaching. Everybody have their coffee? Boom. All right. Or tea. All right. So why don't we just get on with it?
You can do it right there. No.
All right. First, hmm. Wait a minute. What's sharing? Is it agenda showing up on the screen now?
Discount. Disconnect.
Okay,
Yes.
good. I have two screens and one's frozen and this one is okay, good. I'll just concentrate on the one. How about that? That's good. So we're going to start with the intro. And why isn't it
Thank God.
sorry, I'm losing it here.
Can go do a red light now. No one would know.
We have somebody that needs to mute themselves.
How about now? Can you see my screen? No? Yes.
I see a Zoom.
All right. Time out.
Okay. Hi, Dina.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody?
Great.
Good.
How are you, Dina?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. There she is. Okay, cool. So
Okay.
do you guys
Hey,
see the screen now that says agenda?
Yes.
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 Okay, good.
Just a moment. Jeff, can you mute yourself?
Who?
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna learn a little bit. I just want to get a little introduction. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on that, but and tell you a little bit about me. But we're going to go through the Delegate and Elevate tool, and then we're going to conclude. So it's going to be pretty. We'll get it done, all done within the hour. But I want to make sure that if any questions you might have, any conversations, whatever, we want to make sure that we get all your answers. And very good. So what I'd like to do is, first of all, we'll just kind of go around the room here, kind of your name, your company or business that you might have, your role within your company, and kind of like the other thing is, what's your unique skill or unique ability or talent? Like, what are you really good at? And that's something I want to just think about that. So your name, your company or business, your role within your company, and then your unique skill, ability, talent. What are you really good at? So think about that. And and when you're ready, I'll take a volunteer to start.
Hello. So I'll start. I'm Daryl Poe with BNet Systems.
Okay, Daryl.
We are an IT managed service provider in the Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, and DC area.
Okay.
My role is I'm a chief information officer. I have about 35 years of experience in the IT industry. Unique skill, ability, or talent.
Yeah.
Probably translating the tech talk to business talk that leaders can understand.
Okay, great. Fantastic. That's a really good skill. All right, who's next? Let's see. How about,
Hey,
well, we could do this. Who's
hey,
next?
good morning, good morning. So, can you
Hey,
see me?
Jose. Yep,
All right,
we
perfect.
got you.
All right, I'm Jose Arroyo. I'm with Brightside Roofing. I'm one of the project consultants. So I go to houses and quote and inspect. My unique skill in business wise is I love problem solving. I I love problems. I love that my mind just once I have an issue, I want to just my mind needs to solve it.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
so I love problem solving. I love when problems don't arise too.
All right.
But when they do, I'm the first one to try to jump on it.
Nice. So we know what to do with all of our problems, right?
Yeah, right.
We're gonna give them to you.
Well, it gets me in trouble with the wife though, because sometimes she just wants me to listen.
Okay.
And
You're right. That's funny. All right. Let's see. Sal, I know you want to go next.
I love going next. It's my favorite thing to do. Hi everybody. I'm Sal Watson. I work for Bally's Dover Casino and Resort. I am their manager of financial planning and analysis. And I got stuck on the unique skill, ability, or talent. I don't have I
Yeah,
won't say I don't have one. I just haven't identified it, but maybe serving others and
yeah.
anticipating their needs before they know they need it, maybe.
That's great. That is a great skill to have.
Sal's
That's right.
skill is that she shows up.
You
Ah,
know, I
That's
try.
the skill. She's somebody who shows up.
shows up.
I try
That's it.
my best.
That's great. That's great. All right. Let's see. Who's next? Deborah.
Hi everyone, I'm Deborah. I work for Lean On Me Caregiving. I'm their care coordinator. And my big thing is, I think, problem solving with the schedule here. I'm really
That's
good
good.
at it.
Very good. Very
And in
good.
the
Thank you.
toughest spots, especially at the last minute.
That's good. Very good. Very good. Well, how about you, Angela?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Angela Garvin German. My company is AGG World Travels. My role in the company is I'm the owner, and my unique skill is probably mentoring, coaching, and helping others.
Fantastic. That's good. Very good. And then we have Julie.
Hi everyone, I'm Julie Meyer. I'm with Royal Prime Events inside of Bally's Dover. I recently just joined the team here. I would say my skill would be my motivational skills. I try to always stay positive and uplift myself and others.
Very good. Very good. Very unique. That's great. Kylie.
Morning, Kylie Frazier with Bay Health. I am in their marketing and community outreach department, working on community engagement, sponsorships, and special events. And like Sal, I would say I have had a difficult time identifying my unique skills. But one thing that has been shared with me, and I will say I'm proud of it now, is with events, kind of having that ability to problem solve on the fly, but also keep calm, cool, and collected. And so the way it was described to me was kind of acting like a duck per se, gliding across the water and pedaling underneath the water frantically, but those above don't notice it. And I loved that analogy and explanation because I think it makes perfect sense when relating it to managing events and people.
Oh, that's great. That's great analogy. Good. Thank you. Claire, how about you?
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Claire Weber. I am with Royal Prime Events in Bally's Dover alongside Julie. I'm the sales manager there.
Hmm.
And I would say that my unique skill is to come up with creative solutions. I like to look at things in a perspective that meets everybody's needs and compromises in the best way possible.
Yes, yes. Well, that's great. Very good.
Claire, where's your face?
I can't figure out my camera, Dina.
Okay.
I'm not a tech person. I'm a sales girl.
Hey, you need to talk to
Okay.
Daryl. Daryl will
Yes, I
help you.
do.
Yeah, I could help you with that.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. All right, great. Heather.
Hey everyone, I'm Heather Content. I am the Director of Government and Community Relations at the Delaware Municipal Electric Corporation. We are a not-for-profit wholesale joint action agency that provides power supply to 9 of Delaware's cities and towns. And so a lot of what I do juggles between communications and legislation. I would say one of my strong suits is public speaking. And I think it was Daryl who said about kind of taking that techie language, or someone had talked about taking techie language and boiling it down to, what the average folks understand. And I find that I'm able to translate between my second fluent language, which is energy, and English.
That's a great talent, though, that's for sure. Oh, then we got Shaquille Turner. Hey, Shaquille, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing, Mark?
Doing great, doing great.
So, Shaquille Turner, project manager for Willow Construction. As far as a unique skill, that was kind of tough. But I guess for me, when I look at something, I always try to find the best way to make it better. So I guess that's one of my unique skills.
That's great. That's really good. So we got a lot of problem solvers here on the team.
Yes.
Well, that's really good. Did I miss anybody here? Cindy, I didn't get you. And then Dina. Good, Cindy.
Hi, I'm Cindy Freeze. I work for the chamber. My role is for sponsorships and helping Crystal with the events. I would say my unique skill and ability would be talking with people, helping them problem solve their businesses.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you. And of course, Dina.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dina. I work for the chamber. I serve as the president, and I guess my unique skill is connecting people.
Yes, you do a really good job of that.
Thanks.
Thank you. I thought it was going to be like stand-up comedy or something.
Well, could be that too. It depends on the day.
Oh, that's great. And then we have who's Dr. Yahiri, or I can't pronounce that.
Yes,
Sorry.
that's good. It is
Yeah.
good. Dr. Yahiri.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I see your screen. I think it is echo.
It is an echo.
Do you see the camera?
We don't see you. We hear you. See you. We see you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
With an echo?
It does have an echo.
Is it my fault? I apologize.
That's okay. We can still hear you. We just have to. That's all right.
Awesome. I'm Dr. Yehiri, Frank Yehiri, and I work at Delaware State University. I'm an adjunct professor of biology and cell biology. I'm also an academic advisor, and I'm glad to be a part of this. CDCC helped me grow. I was a part of, I think we were the best team, I believe, and a couple of times.
Yeah, that's great. That's
glad
great.
to be here today.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. It's great. All right. Anybody else? Did I forget anybody? All right. I think we're ready to go.
I think, isn't Sarah Sedlowski on this call?
Oh, I can't see all of the part. There's 20 people on here.
Look at that.
So I am Sarah Sadowski and I work for Advantech. I am their current warehouse manager and in the finance department. I would say my unique skill is being a detective secretly, because everything that we do and everything we touch basically turns into detective work, searching through our system. Even something as simple as a return, we have to find out Why is the tech returning it? Why was it not used on the job? When's the last time we ordered it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. The detective.
yes.
Nice.
Nice.
And Dina, my camera's not on because I had to run to a quiet office.
You knew I was going to ask. You knew
Yeah.
it.
And did
Well,
we get
good.
Mary?
I'm gonna let's just let's see. Yeah, I didn't know.
You've got three more on here, Mark. Do you want them?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Mary Lois.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mary Lois Barnes, and my company is Alternative Solutions.
Okay.
I am the CEO, and I'm also a holistic nutrition counselor. My unique skill is helping people feel good about themselves, physically and emotionally.
Nice. That's good.
And it looks like we've got Jeff,
Jeff.
Karina, and Denise.
Okay, Jeff. Okay. All right.
3-second rule.
3-second rule. Denise. Denise Burke.
All right.
Nope.
Nope.
And then who? Is there anybody left?
Karina.
Karina.
Hi, good morning. We can save the best for last. That's okay.
All right.
I am with Lean On Me Caregiving. I'm kind of in a support role, helping the company. And I would say my unique skill ability, that was a hard question. I've been thinking about this the whole time.
Yeah.
But I'm really good at like attention to detail, just finding the things. That's what I came up with.
Okay, good. Well, that's good. I know that's always a tough question for people. uh,
Good morning. Hi, this is Denise. I apologize. I'm driving back to another
oh, there
meeting.
you are.
I
Okay.
had to pull over, so I apologize. Denise Burke. I'm with Department of Labor Vocational Rehabilitation, and I'm happy to join. I'm sorry that I'm late, but like I said, I'm coming back from another meeting. So
Okay.
thank you for having this.
Good. What is your unique ability or skill or talent that you might have? Sure.
Juggling 14 meetings at the same time.
Ah, there you go. Okay.
Although I
Got
don't know
it.
if I very well.
All right. Well, I think that's it. I think we're going to move on here. Uh, so, uh, about me, Mark O'Donnell, EOS Worldwide. EOS stands for Entrepreneurial Operating System. I pretty much am a professional. I'm a teacher, coach, facilitator of leadership teams to help them really get everything they want from their business and their lives. So I'm also a U.S. Air Force veteran, and you know, I've kind of worked in well, I worked in the pharmaceutical biotech industry for 35 years, and as a on engineering, construction, design, build, operations, startup, maintain, all that good stuff for 35 years, and had my own business as a consultant, and so that's where I'm at. But now I'm just specifically focused on helping people get everything they want from their business and their life. So you've heard the concept of hitting the ceiling, haven't you? Yes. Sometimes the hitting the ceiling really in us is inevitable on different levels. So you can hit the ceiling on an organizational level. So like if you have your business, organizationally, you can hit the ceiling, right? That means you get stuck. That means, and you can also do it from a departmental level. So, your department, your company might be doing great, but your department might not be doing that great. And then maybe there's the individual level. So everything seems to be going great within your company, within your department, but you personally feel stuck. You kind of hit the ceiling. And so when we do that, we got to break through the ceiling, right? We got to learn how to break through it. So what really causes hitting the ceiling? It's you're stuck, you're frustrated, you're overwhelmed, you can't keep up. You feel like you have no personal growth. You feel like you got to grow, but you don't feel like you don't know how to do that. So things are not working anymore, and sometimes you don't trust others that can do the job like you can do it, right? So that's the thing about things, like you don't want to let go of things and give it to other people. So you really feel stuck and overwhelmed, and you got so much to do. And you want to learn how to break through all of that. And the way to do that, what we teach within EOS I teach 5 leadership abilities, but today we're going to focus on delegation. But the leadership abilities are simplify everything, keep everything simple, then delegate and elevate, and then get really good at predicting what you can get done, and then having a system in place, and then having structure. So those are the 5 leadership abilities within any business that you can break through the ceiling every time. But today we're going to talk about delegate. So delegate and elevate. So here's just some of the things. You want to free yourself to focus on what you do best. And that's why I was talking in the beginning about what your talents are, what you're really good at, things like that, because it's important for you to know what that is, kind of like your personal core focus, like why you do what you do and what you're really good at. So you want to free yourself up to focus on what you do best. So this EOS tool is a practical tool that's going to help you create time, space, and freedom by empowering other people. And so you can't do it all, but you shouldn't, right? So that's what people say, I gotta do all this stuff, but you really shouldn't do it all. So delegation creates growth for you and your people. So think about that. If you are a manager, a leader of people, delegating helps them grow. Okay. So that's a key factor there. And then when you let go, you gain more focus and more energy and more freedom. So it's about being able to be really good at delegating. It's about being able to let go, right? Can we say let go and let others grow type of thing, right? So when you delegate and elevate, you're not losing control. You're actually gaining control. So a lot of people think that they're actually losing control if they're giving this over to someone else to do it, but you're not. You're actually gaining control. Delegation is giving someone else the responsibility and authority to achieve a desired outcome so you can focus on what you do best. That's the key. You want to be able to focus on what you do best. Delegation is not dumping, it's empowering. You're still accountable, but someone else owns the result. Okay? So those are some key takeaways from being able to delegate effectively and why we do it. So the exercise, here's the exercise. It's a really simple exercise. It's about keeping things simple, and it's a very simple exercise. Most people really don't think about doing it. But so what we want to do is I want you to list, I want you to think about now, those who are in their vehicle can't do this now, but you can think about doing it later, right? And if you need the details, we're going to have this recorded, right? So you can come back to it and then you can go through the exercise. But the idea here is think about your role within your company and think about what you are responsible for doing. Now, before I go on, you can also apply this to your personal life as well, to your home, right? So, but this today we're going to talk about your role within your company, maybe from a more professional and career standpoint, right? So, listing of daily, weekly, monthly, and annual activities. Now, you don't have to go and list 50 of them like me. I have a bunch, but you could list, say, 20 things. If you could think about what you have to, what you're responsible for, some of the things you do on a daily basis, like answering emails or making phone calls or organizing your files, you know, uh, or depending on your role, you're going to have different daily and weekly and monthly activities. So make a list of those. And we say, could be 10 to 15, it could be 20. But so does everybody have that, or have you started that list yet? If you haven't, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to work on writing those down. just whatever pops into your head.
Mark, I got a question.
Yes.
As I'm listing stuff here, what I'm finding myself doing is listing big buckets, and then in those buckets would be a whole number of tasks. Will that
Yeah.
work if to do big buckets, or are you looking for individual tasks?
Well, part of if the individual tasks that are a part of that big bucket, um, if you can give the whole bucket away to somebody, that'd be great. But
Right.
but you might want to just list the individual tasks in that
Gotcha.
within those buckets.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. I'll give you one more minute. And if you don't get the whole list, that's fine. This is just a quick exercise that you can come back to. I'm just trying to teach you the mechanics of actually doing this. Because sometimes most people don't, it's the more you're going to get to know me, the more you realize that I do a lot of thinking and I also do a lot of writing. So I get it out of my head and on paper, right? Getting out of your head and putting it on paper. It's really important to do. And all right. All right. I went through this exercise and I had a list of, I don't know, 25 things, right? So what I want you to do next, I want you to look at the top of your list. As you go down your list, I want you to think about like take your first thing, and I want you to say to yourself, do I love this? And am I really great at it? Or do I just like it and I'm good at it? Or I really don't like it at all, but I'm still good at it. And then there is, I don't like it and I'm not good at it. I mean, I really don't like doing this and I'm really not that good at it. So I have a list. In my list, uh, oh, sorry. My list uh, in this don't like and not good at was pretty extensive. So anyway, um, but you have to do it, right? It's just like, who else is going to do this? And I was stuck feeling like I have this. So what I want you to do is look at your list and put them in each category. Now, what you can do, let's just say this is the one right here. This is the lower right quadrant. So you can like in your list, you could just put like you can number the quadrants and put number what number it belongs into instead of having to write it all out again, right? So just assign a bucket of to each one of your things that you have on your list. And where do they fit? And the key here is really being honest with yourself, really being honest with yourself because you know what you're not good at, even though you don't want to tell anybody what you're not good at. You just got to be honest. That's the only way you can get help. Really. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to share what you don't like, what you're not good at. But I will encourage you to do this when you come up with that list. If you are a direct report to somebody in leadership, they should know what's on that list. They should know so they can help you to focus on what you're really good at. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. I could talk to you about that. All right. Are we almost ready here? Anybody need more time? No. Okay. So what I recently had done, well, I should say back in January. So I do this. So it's good to do this periodically, right? Because things change in your life. Things change. There's some stuff that you're doing now that you like and you're good at, and then over time you're like, I don't like doing it anymore, right? And that happens. It's like at one time I liked it, but now it's like boring. I don't like it, and I want to get somebody else to do it for me. And that happens, but it's not a bad thing. It's actually that's just what happens, right? And so you want to do this periodically to make sure that you're still kind of keeping your finger on the pulse here of how you're kind of running your life, that type of thing. But what I did was I categorized all mine. You can see my screen here, I think, right? You can see what I did. And everything here's the goal for you guys. Whatever you have in your don't like and you're not good at column, I want you to start thinking about what you can delegate to somebody else that actually likes doing it and is good at it, or that they love doing it and is great at it. So that's a key thing. So like within your organization, within your company, if you have people that you have a team of people, it's good that you get everybody to do this exercise, and then share it with one another because it's really important. Now, a lot of employees, kind of direct reports, they don't like to share it with their leadership teams or their managers because they're afraid that, well, hey, this is what I'm getting paid to do, but I'm not that good at it. So, yeah, but guess what? Your bosses probably already know. So it's important to just be that honest, and so communicating this, I don't like it and I'm not good at, is so important. So from a leadership perspective, I know I've had my teams, multiple project teams, work on these, and it's a way for us to get to a point where here's the goal, to get you to be functioning in the top two quadrants. Wouldn't it be amazing to go to work every day? Well, if we actually, wouldn't it be amazing to go to work every day and that we love what we're doing and that we're really great at it, right? That's operating within your own unique ability, right? And wouldn't it be great if you had a team of people that were also operating within their own unique abilities? And can you imagine the environment that you would have within your team, within your company, that when everybody are operating within their own unique ability, they love it, they're great at it, and so then also liking it good. Liking it good is good. I mean, it's like that's okay, I like this and I'm good at it. But typically, if you love something and you're great at it, you're not going to give those things up, and you're not going to be probably not going to get tired of it, right? It's just the other quadrant. So start with the don't like and good, and think about how you can actually do something about it. Like I hired a practice manager, Stephanie Thompson, and Stephanie did the same tool, and what she had up in the loving and great at is almost everything I had in the don't like and not good at. So in February, it was this year. I think I gave everything, pretty much everything in that don't like and not good box. I just gave it to her. And I don't have to do it anymore. So guess what that gives you? What kind of it's a burden. It's a burden. It's a freedom. It gives you, now I have energy because guess what? You know, following up with all my emails. Oh my goodness. You know what happens when you try to do that and keep everything organized? You get all these pop-ups and then you go down this rabbit trail, right, of things. And you actually find yourself wasting a lot of time and wasting a lot of energy doing stuff that you're really not that good at anyway. So the idea is and you don't have to, you can't, it's like this. I was fortunate enough to be able to give all that stuff over to my assistant, um, and focus on really what I'm good at and what I'm great at. Now, the don't like and good, I still have some things in that bucket that actually I think Stephanie, it pretty much takes all that too. So, I mean, I'm looking at it now, so I'm thinking she probably adds that too. So the thing is this, you might not have anybody. You're looking around and thinking, but I don't have anybody to delegate it to, right? Like I don't. So, but that's normal, right? Because I've many times have been in that spot too. And then so it's like, well, I just got to keep doing it until something else happens, right? But for me, as a manager, when I was manager director, I would always want to make sure that when I go to hire somebody, I'm looking for a person that I can actually give these things to. So if you're in that position, if you're going to hire somebody, make sure that you're looking for someone that's going to be able to help you take on these responsibilities, that you don't have to deal with them anymore, right? Now, if you are not in that position to do the hiring, but that's when you need to communicate to your leadership team, right? Those who you can communicate. Now, um, and your leadership might not be they're not but since you've gone through this exercise, but and they haven't. So it's like, how are we going to be able to, communicate that effectively? Well, the one thing you could do is just say, hey, I've gone through this coffee coaching exercise about delegate and elevate, and I went through this exercise, and I mean, I think I'd like to share it with you, so maybe you can help me get to the point where I can actually work within my own unique abilities, right? And that's a thought and idea. I'm not, you take it and do whatever you want with it that way. But uh, anyway, so the idea is to say once a quarter, think about what you can delegate to somebody else, if it's possible. There's my things on there you might not be able to, but someone else can maybe help you figure that out. But I would say to you, think about, you don't have to do it all at once, but maybe one at a time, once a quarter. At the end of the year, you got four things off your list. So that'd be great, right? So that's just creating a plan, just creating that plan to create a plan to start delegating to others. So that's the first box. And so that's your focus on being able to delegate to other people. All right. Because, you still, when you're good at something, even though you don't like it, but you're good at it, it's okay, right? It's like, yeah, it's okay. But eventually you want to get rid of them too, right? All right. That is my last slide. I want to hear from you and what you think about this exercise and how do you think it might be able to help you within your current role? And I'll open it up for conversation.
I would say it definitely in the roofing. So this is my second year roofing, and the growth I had last year was great and tremendous. But there's a lot of things that I've realized, small things that I'm like, okay, if I could get help with these, I can focus more on actually meeting with customers.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. I work, Jose. I work with one of my clients is a roofing and exterior siding company out of Jersey, and uh, they're going through this process as well. But they same thing. It's like they want to be able to, focus more time on the customers. Some of the guys, so the guys who are doing the inspections and all that stuff. So yeah, important. Anybody else?
Yeah, Mark, I'll just say that, in all my career, I don't know that I've ever done an exercise quite like this one.
Okay.
And I can tell that this is really an impactful way to look at this,
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think one of the gems about being able to do something like this is that you end up increasing your passion for what you're doing because now you're doing the things that you're really good at and you love to do, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
you're
right.
able to do that. And I loved the comment that you made about this is not dumping,
Yeah.
because that you'd feel like that a little bit, like, oh man, who am I going to dump this on, right? But for somebody else who really likes doing that particular task, that's really not dumping. It's giving them that power and energy to do the things they're good at too. So I
Yeah.
think this could be really valuable.
Yeah, definitely is. Definitely is. Yeah. Thank you. Anybody else?
With
Thought?
me, we had I've been in my position a year and a half, but it took us like a year to convince everybody to have this position, that we really needed it. And we did the part of your activity, we did the listing of everything.
Okay.
It's kind of wrote next to it, like, here's who should do whatever. Where if we would have done your delegate and elevate, that would have made things 10 times easier.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That it's definitely easy to do. Anybody else?
So I have a comment and then I have a question.
Okay.
So I'm a department of one. So I work in the finance department, but planning and analysis is my section. So I don't really have a team under me at all. But I want to give this to my boss. That's why I was like jotting down notes of how to present this to her so that
Yeah.
she can do it. Because I noticed that other people in the finance department do stuff that I love to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they like it or not. I don't want to, poke, but there are certain things that I feel like I should be doing that and they can focus on what their job title is.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to try to present this to her. But my question is, how do I apply this in my personal life? You know?
Okay. I can tell you how to do that.
Okay.
I did. I've done it in my personal life.
This is for selfish gains. This isn't for Valley's gains at this point.
Well, you just look at it the same way when you think about your home, you think about all the responsibilities you have in your home. I have like cutting the grass, trimming the bushes, planting the flowers, doing all that stuff. There's walking the dogs. I have so many things, cleaning my office. You know, um, you look around, you think about this, you sit in your home one day and you just think about all those things that you have to do and make an entire list of that, right? And then do the same thing. So, well, I don't really like cutting the grass anymore. So if you're in a position, you can say, well, I could probably hire someone else to do it, right? And so, or, I mean, there's a lot of, but just kind of looking at it the same way and like, because your time is really valuable, right? And so you want to think about that. Could you spend more time doing other things that you really love doing and that you're really great at versus stuff that like me, I mean, somebody pulling weeds. I mean, actually, sometimes I actually like it as therapy. Sometimes I hate doing it, right? But most of the times, pulling weeds, I don't like doing. So, can I hire someone to do it? Yeah, I could. And I have, right? Because it takes or I figure out a way to stop them from growing. So there's a lot of things you can do when you do that, Um, yeah. Anybody else have any suggestions for Sal?
Mark, I'm just thinking that one step in this that you kind of alluded to, but maybe it's worth saying out loud, right?
Yeah.
Is that once you get this idea of the things that you're not good at and you don't like to do, you have to give yourself permission to give them up, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's a thing. I think I don't like to wash windows, right? So, and I live in a townhouse, so some of those windows are up pretty tall, and I'm
Yeah.
not getting any younger, right? So there's probably a case for, if for my safety to not continue to sit backwards on the windowsill on the second floor to wash the outside of the window, that kind of stuff.
That's
but
right.
I don't know if I'm at a point yet where I want to give myself permission to give that up, like I'm giving up or something, So I think that's part of
Yeah,
it.
it is. It is
Well,
part of it.
I would say if you get the windows that fold in, so you can clean the outside from inside.
That's right. Now, there's a problem solver right there. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that, Jose. But yeah, you're right about that, Adina. I tell this story. There's this business owner, entrepreneur. He was on a hike and he was just walking along the edge of this canyon and he slips and he falls. And halfway down, he grabs onto this vine. So he's hanging onto this vine. He's looking up, and there's no way he's going to get back up there. He's looking down, and there's all these, rocks and everything down there. And he's like, in a moment of faith and religion, he looks up into heaven and he says, "Is there anybody up there?" And a voice from heaven says, "Do you believe?" And the guy hanging on the vine's like, yes, I believe. And then the voice says, well, then let go of the vine, right? It's the hardest part for us as leaders and people just in general to be able to let go of the vine, to let other people do it because I know I've been many, many times, especially like, I mean, in the engineering construction world, you get frustrated sometimes because maybe I hired the wrong person. But I'm trying to tell them what to do, teaching them, showing them multiple times, and they still don't get it. And then I just said, you know what? I'm just going to do it myself. How oftentimes I'm not wasting my time trying to teach this person. I might as well just do it myself. And that happens. And we want to make sure that, we have that ability to trust other people, to trust that they're going to be able to take it and run with it. And you got to leave it with them. You got to let go of that vine, you know. And but anyway, that's the story, Dana. I'm just thinking about when you told your story about the windows, being able to do that.
Hey,
Anybody
Mark.
else? Yeah.
Um, hey, Sal. Um, I was also thinking of something that I learned a while ago that has helped me not add to my list. So I feel like
Okay.
sometimes we're looking at what to delegate that's on our current list, but then we also sign ourselves up for more activities and more
Yeah.
responsibilities that no one actually asked us to take on. We somehow volunteered ourselves
Yeah.
because I know I'm a people pleaser. I know I'm a problem solver. And so I will hear employees, coworkers talking about a problem and interject myself into the solution, now adding to my plate that no one asked me to be involved in.
Yeah.
Um, and then they were perfectly capable of doing it. They
Yeah.
might have just been talking out the game plan, but now I'm like, oh, I have an idea and I want to join the conversation. And now I've added responsibilities to my plate instead of taking things off. As
Yeah.
well as when someone comes to you and says, hey, can you help me with this? Think through if you have the enough autonomy to be able to tell this person yes or no.
Hmm.
Think through, is this something that I can do for the long term?
That's right.
Because I also will find myself saying, well, I have flexibility or openness in my schedule this week, but it may not necessarily be something I have flexibility to always do. So signing myself up for taking on a task that might be a long-term task without and necessarily having that long-term space in my calendar, um,
Hmm.
I will I will now start trying to say no to things that I know I cannot support long term. And so I
Yeah.
offer that both as a professional and a personal thing because I also tend to, interject myself into additional tasks personally too, like signing up for, even additional committees and things that I just don't have the time to do.
Yeah.
Whether it be in my home community or, we want to help support a local campaign or something, but finding, do I have time in the long term to support it? Or is there something I can do for a specific event or a specific time that
Yeah.
has a deadline that isn't a long-term commitment if I don't have that flexibility.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Heather. That was great. That's really good. Anybody else? We got about 5 minutes.
Hi, Mark. I just wanted to say I really appreciated your rebranding of delegation. I
Yeah,
specifically liked that you weren't saying that we had to get rid of accountability, um,
right.
that you could help other people grow and share the credit. I really
That's
liked
right.
that thought process. Sorry, my cat was
Yeah.
just climbing on my laptop. I was fighting for my life to stay in the meeting here.
Yeah, well, that's so important. You don't lose the accountability part of it. I mean, it's important because when we think about let's see, let me see if I can show that slide again. Was it this one? You're still accountable, but someone else owns the result, right? So it's important. And the one you talked about, Dina, delegation is not dumping; it's empowering. But this is so true. And but yeah. Uh, anything? Yeah. Anything else that you
Yeah,
could think of?
so like I would share, so it's very helpful. I think this is great for uh, you know, maybe small to medium-sized organizations. I think, yeah, I work with a lot of those types of orgs and even smaller organizations. And I think the challenge becomes, and I think someone else mentioned it earlier, when you're a department of one, right? And
Yeah.
you have this long list of things to do, and I don't like about half of them, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get another person because there's no budget to do that. And this is just, technology is coming, to bear on some of this with the use of AI. And in my job, I have found that very helpful in those situations where I'm not going to get another body. I can't train somebody up or mentor someone, right? I would rather do that. That would be what I would prefer. But one of the things I put on my list that I don't like to do is like budgets, right? So I have to do those. With AI now, I can have based on, kind of strategic planning, I can have a budget, something that would take me 2 hours, I can have that done in, minutes, which is great. So just to offer that up again, offering technology solutions,
Well,
uh,
that's right.
that AI is coming along quite nicely in that area.
Definitely is. I've been using it quite a bit. So, I did not use it for this, but
Yeah.
but I found it to be very, very helpful. It saves me a lot of time.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. And the thing is, I guess I want to say, Daryl, is that we did a part of the chamber's was it the leadership mastery? Is that what the development program, Dina? Okay, yeah. Um,
Yes.
that's what it's called. Okay. Yeah.
Leadership mastery, yes. I
Leadership
was I
mastery.
was muted. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and we did that. And so I was just teaching a little bit about creating a vision for your future and having goals assigned to that. And it's like nailing it 10 years from now, 5 years from, or 3 years from now, 1 year from now, what you're going to do this quarter and next steps and things like that. But I was just saying to you, if you feel as though, that there's something that, I always teach people, it's like in on my project teams, I used to say, we're not going to say the word I can't, right? I always told them that, but there's always a way we can make it work. So if I have something that I need to delegate that I actually don't like doing, I'm not good at it at all. I got to figure out a way to let go of that, give it to someone else, or even though maybe I don't have the budget, maybe I don't have the cash flow's not there, or maybe there's something, but there's something that you can do, like implement more technology, stuff like that. So there's a lot of things, but knowing what you want is really important. And to address Heather, which was, I think, taking on other things, it's knowing what you're really passionate about. Knowing, I think I sent Dina the passion test worksheets and stuff like that. So knowing what you're passionate about, what you love doing, what creates your ideal life is so important because then when things pop up that others are asking you to do something, you can say no. You can say no because it doesn't fit into what you really love doing. So I think it's important. Well, listen, it's 10 o'clock. And I really appreciate everybody's attendance here. It was awesome. And look at, if there's any questions or anything, you could probably have my email, or you could probably get my email or my phone number, whatever it is. But you can always reach out to me. I love helping people. So,
And I'll share your phone number and email with everybody.
okay.
And if everyone doesn't mind, I can share your email with Mark. Just let me know if you don't want me to share it. And I want to thank you. This was very good. I'd like to have you back again.
All right. We can do another one, a different
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys. Hey, have a fantastic day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you,
Okay.
everybody.
Thanks.
Have a
Bye,
wonderful
everyone.
Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Awesome.